Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here.
Can we have a round of applause, please? I'll request our President, Mr. Sachit Jain, for his presidential comments, please.
Good evening, everybody. Kinney was supposed to be the last speaker of the previous term, but he said he can't come before Diwali, and then he happened to become the first speaker of this term. Now I had a problem. I had just become the president and first speaker to get in. I can't have a non-CEO. But he had a problem that we had promised him, and he was deputy CEO, deputy president. So we pulled strings. We got in General Malik, one of the board members of Coke, as the last speaker of the previous term. Pulled strings, and we got our CEO here. So congratulations, Kinney. I have another dilemma today. Some of you have already commented that they've rarely seen me in a suit. I'm normally in a t-shirt. So I said, Mr. Kinney, the CEO of Coke, is coming, so I need to be in a suit. And it turned out, Mr. Kinney said, Sachit Jain has called him, so he needs to be in a suit. So both of us were in suits because we thought the other would expect us to be. And luckily we were. And that reminded us of a concept called Evelyn's paradox, which we studied in 87, I think. First year MBA. Evelyn's paradox, where everybody ends up doing something because they think the other person wants them to do that. So Kinney and I were classmates together at Ahmedabad, and he was one of the first persons I came to know on campus. And he was one of the most popular guys on campus, not belonging to any group, but belonging to everybody. So like I said, Coke belongs to everybody, so he's in the right company, which belongs to everybody. I think 2 or 3 very interesting things that he came about. And this is something for business people in Ludhiana to learn. And before that, let me say one big challenge to Kinney. You're in the land of whiskey. You sell diluted stuff, so you need to come up with stronger stuff to sell more of Coke in Ludhiana and Punjab. But I think the key that he talked about being culturally relevant, and also sustainability, and the fact that as businesses we need to move away from just making money. Making money, of course, because if businesses don't make money, you don't have the capital to grow, you don't have the capital to do the things that you say are good things to be done. So that is a given. But I think what he has emphasized throughout his presentation today, and this is something people across India, and particularly in Punjab and in Ludhiana need, that what are we doing outside of just making money? And building cultural affinity to the local community, and also to what Kinney said, what are we doing for building internal cultural affinity? What are we doing for developing our human resources? Because each organization is developing leaders constantly, small or big, is constantly developing leaders within its organization. Each employee, each manager, each supervisor becomes a leader, becomes a thought leader for 5 people, 10 people, 50 people, 500 people, thousands of people, depending on the size of the organization. And what are we doing in Ludhiana to think of developing the internal environments of organizations, in addition to the CSR activity? CSR, the Government of India is now forcing everybody to do. 2% of net profits have to be spent. So we will all end up spending something. I think this is an opportunity for businesses to start spending it wisely, to concentrate it rather than dilute it. Each one does something. We can figure out some modes and mechanisms to collect that we become a larger force, get critical mass to be able to do good things for the community around. And also we need to build sustainable organizations from within, where we are developing our people, empowering them, teams, and developing our own teams rather than poaching people from each other. So that we build an independent culture of our own organizations. And then hopefully, as COPE, it started from one small back or beyond town in the UK, started growing and is available in 207 countries. So hopefully, in times to come, and there are already some companies in Ludhiana whose products are available in several countries. So in times to come, I think some of us can draw inspiration from this talk today to grow in other countries and to have brands in other countries. So Kenny, thank you so much for being here. And I have already got my first bakra. I called up the second bakra today, another batchmate of mine who was featured in the top 25 most powerful women in the country a few years ago in one of those lists. So I've asked her that you have to come to Ludhiana anytime in the next 1 year. So, I'm giving a very large window to people. So they can't even say, I'm busy today, or I would have loved to come, but I have a meeting or something. So I'm saying anytime in the next 1 year, at a time and date convenient to you, we need you here in LMA. So we will try to get in a diverse set of professionals, business people from other parts of the country, hopefully some from overseas, to come and talk so that many of us, especially younger people, I see many students also at the back, get inspired, and who knows, who may build a very sustainable business in the future. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Sachin sir. There's an important announcement that I would like to make to the members. In the recent executive committee meeting of LMA, under the chairmanship of Shri Sachin Jain, it was decided that LMA will now conduct the programs in-house in the organizations, which we call as Executive Development Program. And that will be about 2 to 3 hours program, and the faculty will be local, and there will be not much of the expenses on the part of the organization, but it will be only a cup of tea will be okay. That has been approved by the executive, and the first program, Sachin ji has offered himself as the faculty, and it will be conducted in Chingora shop, Chingora Textiles with Mr. Amit Jain. And now I'll see the timings need to be worked out on that. So I invite the request from the organizations who would like to participate in this particular program. Please write to us, please email us so that we could make adequate arrangements. We'll try to make sure that the faculty is both within the academic or from the corporate world within Ludhiana or nearby. So take best advantage of this. And similarly, we are going to have a couple of more programs like MDP in certain colleges, where we'll invite, again, small duration EDP programs like Mr. Sachin mentioned. We'll invite the various companies to send their participants to that MDP. So a couple of them are in the pipeline. And Mr. Sarjan is also taking another lead in terms of a leadership program, which is being conducted at PCTE, and we have already mailed you. So please confirm your participation so that we can make adequate arrangements there. So these were a few of the announcements. Now, before I ask Dr. KNS Khan, may I request our past president, Shri MC Munjal, to present a memento to our guest. Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. KNS Khan for the vote of thanks, please.
Mr. Venkatesh Kini, thanks a lot for making it to LMA. It was really an honor to have you here. And yesterday we also saw two news about Coke. First of all, Coke has been listed as the third most valuable brand in the world after Microsoft, after Apple and Microsoft. And if I'm not wrong, the valuation of the brand is about $54 billion. That's a lot of money, $54 billion, a lot of money. And the second news which we noticed was that Mr. Atul Singh, one of his senior, he has taken over as Asia head of Coke. And probably he's the first Indian to have reached that level. That's a very good news for Indians or Indian CEOs. I gather Asia is a very big region. It is divided into three parts: Greater China and Korea, India and Southwest, and Japan and Southeast Pacific. So an Indian heading Coke in Asia and an Indian heading Pepsi at the global level is going to be a tough call in India. Thanks a lot for making it to LMA. We thank you all for coming here and on time. We have taken a view that we should start the meetings on time. If we delay the meetings, then that is a punishment for people who are punctual. So we'll try to start our meetings on time from next time onwards. And we hope all of you will be on time here. Thanks a lot for making it to this meeting, and we invite you all for dinner.